a shallow slumber. Due to the heavy bombardment, Howell ordered a retreat. His navy tried to protect them, but the Japanese were carrying out the most ferocious bombardment. Smitty was badly injured in the ensuing action, but Desmond wasn't deterred. He picked up his friend and carried him to safety. With no other option, the American army withdrew completely and descended from the peak. Desmond could have left, but he didn't. He could hear the cries of the men who had been left behind. He decided they must all be saved. Captain Glover was leading the retreat. He gathered the remaining soldiers and began to leave, leaving only a few behind to guard the area. Desmond, fearing for his own life, struggled through the devastation. He rescued wounded soldiers one by one. He tied them all together with a rope and lowered them one by one. As soon as Glover realized what Desmond was doing, he ordered an attack from the cannonade to protect Desmond. But this exposed Desmond, Glover, and the remaining soldiers to enemy observation, and they were now fully visible. An attack was imminent, but Desmond refused to give up. Vehicles arrived to carry the wounded soldiers, whom Desmond was lowering. He didn't stop even when Japanese soldiers drew closer. Suddenly, Desmond spotted a wounded soldier. Using his brain, Desmond covered him with mud to prevent his enemies from seeing him and placed a corpse on top of himself. The trick worked, and the Japanese soldiers left without being noticed. As soon as they left, Desmond retrieved the wounded soldier from hiding and lowered him down the hill using a rope. Meanwhile, a desperate Glover pleaded with his superior for help. But due to the war, even he was hesitant to send any. As the battle progressed, Desmond made a serious mistake. He took a risky step. He began descending from the peak, but this time the enemy spotted him. Under heavy fire, Desmond jumped into a Japanese tunnel. There, he found a wounded soldier. This tunnel was used by Japanese soldiers for stealth movement. Some soldiers were passing by at that time, so Desmond quickly hid. He wasn't caught, but suddenly, he encountered a badly wounded soldier. But Desmond didn't see him as an enemy. To him, he was just a man in pain. He gave him morphine and bandaged his wounds. When Desmond emerged from the tunnel, it was already late at night, but even the darkness couldn't stop him. He was still rescuing soldiers one after another. His hands were bruised from repeatedly lowering people to the rope. They were now bleeding, but he didn't stop. He slowly lowered his comrades and many Japanese soldiers down. As morning dawned, Glover saw that many wounded soldiers had been rescued from the battlefield. One wounded soldier told him that the man they had called a coward had done it all alone.